Hello, hello. Emily Drost here, president of Elify and your resident educator here on how to do all things with your digital business card. I want to show you today how you can create a custom URL for your digital business card. If you are somebody who utilizes vanity URLs, meaning that you've got a URL that's perhaps like your first name or your first name, last name, or your blog or something along those lines, you are able to use that URL as the landing page for your digital business card. So for example, in the example that I'm going to show you today, I have emilydrost.com, and I am going to redirect that to my digital business card. So anytime anybody goes to emilydrost.com, they will get presented with my digital business card. This makes it really easy for me if I'm out and about chatting with people, or I meet somebody, I'm like, they want my contact information, like, oh, go to emilydrost.com. All my contact information is right there. And it's also pretty exciting for people when they're like, really, I can go, you have like a personal website? Yes, this is honestly probably the cheapest personal website that you are ever going to come across, especially one that is mobile friendly. So I am going to share my screen with you all. I am going to do this through GoDaddy. I know that there are lots of other ways to host a URL and lots of other places where you can host a URL. I use GoDaddy. It's just a personal choice. Basically what that means is when I want to buy a URL, I go to godaddy.com and purchase my URL. I have an account there. And for security purposes, I'm going to show a screenshot, and then I will show the actual process of changing everything. I'm looking for is this little box here that says forwarding. And you can see here that I have already, I've already got this being forwarded to a card, but I'm going to show you how I've done that, and we're going to go through the process together. So I'm going to go back over here to my personal Shuffle account. I am going to go in here and I'm going to create a campaign just because it gives me some additional tracking components that I really like. So I'm going to hit campaign. I'm going to hit create new campaign. It's important to know also that I'm doing this from my desktop. I'm going to I'm going to call this emilydrost.com. And I don't need a whole lot of notifications because that doesn't matter to me. I could also include lead capture here if I wanted to, but not really interested in that. I'm going to go ahead and hit create for my campaign. And now I have this link up here, this campaign link. I'm going to hit copy link. I'm going to go back into my GoDaddy account. I'm going to hit this edit button, and you can see that it's going to give me all these options. You want to use the HTTPS because our links are secure. And I'm going to scroll backwards, and I'm going to delete that HTTPS off of what I just pasted in there. Okay, so you can see that leaves me with their pre-populated HTTPS, and then it says app.elify.com/bbc, and you can see here https://app.elify.com. Yep, that looks like it matches up. I'm going to call it a permanent forwarding, and I'm going to just call it a forwarding only, and I'm going to hit save. Now that's it. I have gone ahead and I have forwarded it. It's important to note that this can take up to 24 to 48 hours. And this is just a matter of needing to get all of those DNS settings in place. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to emilydrost.com to verify that this worked as intended. And yep, there it is. There's my digital business card. Fantastic. Working as it should. Go over here to the Shuffle by Elify, and I am good to go. So now that I've got my URL, my vanity URL forwarding from emilydros.com to my digital business card, the next thing that I may want to do is utilize subdomains for some sort of promotion or special that I have going on. Or maybe it's just to make tracking easier for me to get people to my website or to my blog. So I'm going to use the subdomain setting on my DNS. The way that you would do this is right here where it says subdomain. Again, I'm in GoDaddy. Your account your program might be different, and if it is, you can just, I'm sure they have a wonderful help group that will help you. This is all the example in GoDaddy. Where it says forwarding in subdomain, I'm going to hit add. My subdomain that I want is blog, and so then it'll be blog.emilydros.com. I'm going to go through the same steps of creating a campaign, and you can see that I've done this here. I've created a campaign for another card that I have. I'm going to hit copy link, and I'm going to forward it to, I'm going to switch the box to HTTPS, right? Because this is an HTTPS since it's an Elify digital business card. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to delete the HTTPS, not the app, this off of that link. I'm going to make it permanent, and I'm going to say forward only, and I'm going to hit save. So now if I go to blog.emilydros.com, it should, and it will, when my DNS has updated, it will go to my digital business card. And you can see here that just simply that hasn't happened yet. But once that has gone into place and the DNS has updated, this will show my digital business card. And like I said before, it can take anywhere from 24 to 48 hours to get that set up. So these are the different ways that you can utilize vanity URLs with your digital business card. I absolutely love and encourage the use of those vanity URLs because I think it just makes sharing that much easier for you. And I think sometimes too, and it can seem a little bit more professional than just a long URL. So for example, if you're sitting and you're chatting someone and they say, again, oh, how do I get in touch with you? Go to emilydros.com, my digital business card is there, and you'll have all my contact information. Or if you're chatting with somebody via text, you can just send them to that URL. It's important to note that we've set this up as a campaign, so you're not going to get the notification that Bob Smith or Jane Doe opened my digital business card. Instead, you're going to get the notification that someone viewed your campaign. And you know, that's a personal choice that you need to make with the type of tracking that you have, and for the ease of sharing that you're going through. There are many different reasons why you would want to use a vanity URL. This is incredibly helpful as well if you own a website or a blog. You could absolutely have emilydros.com/business card, for example, drive that directly to your digital business card as well. So there are all of these options that you have utilizing vanity URLs. You just have to know how to point and manage DNS, which is a little bit of an advanced setting or a little bit of an advanced skill when it comes to websites. But it's something that if you're willing to sit down and put the time into it, you'll be able to reap the rewards of having that custom URL for all of your content, and also being able to work your digital business card into your websites and some of those more advanced skill type setups that you might have. So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you enjoy using your vanity URL with your digital business card. I know that I do, and I am confident that once you get the hang of it, you will as well. If you use a program for hosting your URL other than GoDaddy, I would encourage you to browse their help section if you're not sure how to manage the DNS, just to make sure that you're not completely taking down your website in the process. But if it's something like for me, where emilydros.com is just for hosting my digital business card, I know exactly what I'm doing and where I'm going and how I'm managing all those settings. All right, have fun with it and get those vanity URLs driving to your digital business card. Bye-bye.